unattractive woman with no hot dude. It's just not happening.
I see it all the time.
No, you don't. That's not true. It's
The
not.
word is shallow. You're looking. The word is shallow.
People say they see it all the time. In
I
reality,
see
you
it all
don't
the
see it all the
time.
No,
They
you
might have a nice body and a face be hit, and they have an attractive guy, but I see it all the time.
Yeah, no, see, that's the not the question, right? If he handsome and broke, that ain't the same caliber,
Oh, definitely not.
right? So because again, men have to earn, right? We have to be able to buy and provide, right? So that's the value of a man. A lot of our value, you guys said it on the last show, literally. So he broke and pretty. That shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I don't even know if we see broken pretty dudes with unattractive women. I don't even know if that happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even the bummy pretty dude, he get hot. He going for hot chicks. He not going for unattractive chicks.
Yeah, because they don't know he broke till it's too late.
And it's a bunch of women that are not gonna care. So he got options. He gonna go for the hot chicks. I don't. Aisha say she be seeing it. I never see it. I don't
Cause
know.
she ain't never seen it.
Yeah.
It must be a Connecticut thing because I see it.
I'm in North Carolina and I see it.
Oh, she in North Carolina. Well, yeah, I see it.
Good old Middletown, Connecticut. Sure enough.
That's that 860. Don't bring out the 203. We know.
So question then. How about for a man? Does his not necessarily his SMV, but do his pockets, his status dictate the SMV of the woman that he can obtain? So based on what Corey just said, if he's still handsome, then it may not. So if let's say he's not handsome, but he has, he's in the top 10%, top 5%, right? Does the SMV of the woman he can obtain change? So can he still gain a 9 or a 10 because he's making $250,000?
Absolutely.
So why is it's so definitive there, right? But then we ask it oppositely, and then we want to struggle. Women, listen, and Pierre, sometimes y'all have to be honest. Like you got to stop this motherfucking this juggling act that you're not good at. Answer the questions.
You have to look at what women are looking for. They're looking for that provider, and if he can provide, then he's more attractive.
I know, but when it's on the women, right, to be candid and honest about other women, it seems like we have an issue with being candid and honest. But then when we say the dude got wild money, everybody, yeah, like come on, man, like a bobblehead.
Because I know mad pretty big girls who be pulling men.
No, you don't.
I do. Now I'm not saying that they sitting here big and sloppy.
What do the men they pull look like?
They look like they got money.
Oh,
but see, I think according to the question, I think according to the question though, they're pulling men, but they're not pulling a certain caliber of men.
Look at this simple shit, beauty and behind older man.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out.
Not all big women are paying men for their time. I'm sorry. So,
but also so what are we considering big? Because the definition of BBW less than 2 years ago was Tyra Banks when she gained weight.
No, Tyra Banks is not a BBW, bro.
No. That's why I'm asking for clarification. That was the standard. Or Takara. Sorry, because I know niggas probably don't know. Takara. Like
is Takara BBW?
That's what she's marketed as, or that's what she was marketed as. So then my question becomes, what's a BBW? Is that a BBW?
That's a good point. Let's be clear about what a BBW is.
I wouldn't consider Takara a BBW.
So what's the hip size of a BBW? Master Corey?
I don't know the numbers like that. I you know it when you see it. It's one of the things you know it when you see it. I think Takara is just like a thick.
Okay, what about Ashley Graham?
She's a BBW. I don't think in real life her options is hidden like that. She's a BBW for sure. And I think if she walked down the street, dude's not gonna be running up to her.
Yeah, see, I think like again, I agree with Aisha in that there are beautiful big women who have no issues with getting men, right? Like they get men, but it's a certain caliber of men that won't fuck with them because, to the other point, a guy could be butt in the face, but if he makes a certain amount of money, he's not gonna look for her. He's gonna look for what can my money buy me, which is probably gonna be a chick that look like Beyonce or
money's gonna make you look good. Money and clothes and the flashiness.
Right.
Now I definitely know plenty of fugly, questionable looking men with beautiful women. Not here in Connecticut. Not in Connecticut. I now live in Maryland, but I've definitely seen that. But because they're not attractive in the face, they have to dress accordingly and be flashy with their money.
Right. And you be looking like that shit don't even make sense.
Yeah,
like,
but I
look at them and you're like, it don't make sense.
You got that money.
But you know, exactly.
It's a little cuter when you got some money.
Everything's cuter when you got money. Everything.
Yeah, well, we're talking about the dude who got a lot of money, who's ugly, who gets women. I think, as I said, a small percentage of dude. I think, like, by and large, you know, dudes are not like getting chicks because they have money. I think like they're good looking guys who get like women who are on the same
Beyonce.
Huh?
Jay-Z got Beyonce.
That's he's ugly dude for sure.
All right. So would you say that Eve's husband is an overly attractive guy? Like if he didn't have the money, women would be swooning for him?
He's a white guy, right?
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Like it's just his physical features. You think like if he didn't have that money, women would be like running to him.
He's the equivalent of average white guy.
Right. So it's the money. And then you look at the kind of chick he got, Eve a bad bitch. So it's,
I think when you're talking about like ultra rich, yes. So we're talking about like normal people, right? So like if
don't do that. Don't 1 minute we talking about these the top tier rich people, and now when it's
ultra rich, now you're about billionaires.
Regular people. Don't.
Aren't they good for? They good for moving to Target.
Exactly.
No, we started off talking about like normal but like successful guys, right? So
it wasn't no normal nothing. We was talking about the 10%, remember?
But 10% could be normal, like
if it's 10%.
Yeah, 10% is not normal.
I see what you're doing there. It was a nice try.
I've been to get-togethers where it's 15 dudes there and 12 of the 15 is in the top 10%, right? So that could be normal, right? It depends on what circles you
circle, yes, but 10% of something is not normal.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, 10% is what's the salary for 10%?
100,000.
Okay, so let's talk about the DMV then. Because Black people here are very successful, and there's a lot of Black people here. I would say, now I'm not going to sit here and get into with your percentages, but that's normal for them in this area. So let's talk about folks in the DMV then, because there's a lot of these 6-figure men and up, but what do their women look like? And also vice versa. What do they look like?
They don't be having no ugly women.
No.
They don't be having no ugly chicks. I'm telling you, they don't. That's why I'm saying.
So you've never been to Waldorf.
You've never been to like
Montgomery County, like Upper Montgomery County.
There
are people that
County, DC.
Like
they got ugly women
there.
Yes, they do. There's plenty of them.
Oh my God! Listen, so I'm gonna speak for my friends who I know are in the 10%, right? And their women are attractive women.
Yeah.
Like my wife is attractive, right? Corey's wife is pretty, I mean, that's just not a thing. It's not a fucking thing, man. I don't care. Like I don't. That's it. Like I mean, it's not.
that was 2 of your 10% though. Where the rest of them?
The rest of our friends, they all have attractive women. Like nobody pulls up to the cookout with an unattractive woman.
No, like these women are beautiful women. Like they are. Like it does because it doesn't make sense for us, right? Like it literally doesn't make sense for me to have a scutterbug for what? Like for what? Because you can you can do more, you can be more places, right? Like even for us, distance doesn't matter because there's airplanes. Right. So if you have money that when you can travel and go places, like even that is kind of like a moot thing for people that if you have a little bit of funds.
Just
But
feel like we're talking about a whole bunch of different stuff right now.
well, because y'all trying to make a case, like, and then whoever mentioned Hove is the perfect example, right? The perfect example where if you have money, right, your features and your aesthetics don't matter as much for men.